Hi, guys. So, I wanted to say not a single thing that anybody's ever said about me, whether it be good news or bad news, or how they feel about me, or whether I pissed them off, or enlightened them somehow, or shed some light on something that they normally wouldn't think about, or how I just irritate the shit out of some people and my existence pisses them off royally. Doesn't matter what other people say and do, and this is not something that's been said like just once. People have repeated this throughout history. It doesn't matter how other people think. What matters is how you feel inside, how you think about yourself. So, how confident are you in your abilities? How confident are you in the fact that you've done the work that you've done to get this far, and that everything around you has been something that you've co created with the divine universe and with those around you that you truly care about? How confident are you in your brain power, your gifts, and everything that you have that was given to you? So somebody could come along and say something really cruel and mean. So does that change who you are? Or somebody could come along and really put you on a fucking pedestal and, give you praise and compliments and thank you for everything. Does that, again, change who you are? And I was just recently watching another video that had something to do with this similar, and it really reminded me that I need to get the message out there that no matter what people say about myself, whether it be good or bad, it's not going to change who I am. It's not going to change my what do you call that? My prerogative. It's not going to change what direction I'm going. It's not going to change what decisions I've already made for myself. It's not going to change what path I've chose for myself, or how I'm going to carry myself, or how I'm going to use my gifts and ability. It's not going to change who I truly am from the core. And it doesn't matter if people are not for me or if people are for me. It's still not going to change what I decide to do for myself. I'm in control of me, just as you are in control of yourself. You're in control of the way you think, the way you feel, how you act, and the things that you say, just as I'm responsible for those things as well. So that's one thing I wanted to touch on, because I've noticed that even people in my own life right now, currently, that I would assume that would be cheering me on or whatever, I'm almost like seeking, like deep down, I secretly kind of want their approval, because I've worked really hard and I care very much about those people. Even if the ones that I've left in my past, I still care about those people. So their opinion does matter to me, because at some point I love and respected them so much. I put them on a pedestal. I thought they could do no wrong. I thought, whatever it is that they had to say about me, it didn't matter. I let it roll off my back. But then I realized I had to love myself more. I had to stand up for myself. That's why I pulled away. But I still give a fuck about those people. I still care what they think. And of course I'm going to want their approval, but I don't need it. Of course I'm going to want people to acknowledge some of the things that I've worked really hard on, or even the fact that this whole turning point, this whole new existence, this whole idea of people healing from the inside out is really crucial for our existence as human beings, and a turning point. Even so much to go for evolution and what it is that we're supposed to be standing for. Emotional maturity is really important. I understand that in the past, maybe in my karmic sense, I wasn't fully aware of how I was handling myself with my emotions. But then again, I wasn't given the tools then. I had to learn a lot of things on my own, and I understand there's a lot of people around me that have like exceeding amounts of potential to be emotionally mature and carry that balance within themselves. And it does frustrate the shit out of me that they aren't fully prepared to handle their ego or go up and combat themselves, especially their shadow sides, but also respect their shadow side and love that side of themselves that actually help them as well. In some means it's to protect them, but at a certain point, when it comes to growth, like you have to be able to um, you have to be able to acknowledge your shadow side, but not give it like the full fucking wheel to steer the vehicle. There has to be a balance between the two. And I've understood my balance, and I'm still working on it on a daily basis. But when it comes down to what people think about you, if you're not being your authentic self and you're doing that because of the fact that you were ridiculed or mocked or made fun of, or somebody like beat you down, and you're choosing not to live your authentic life, you're punishing yourself. And you sure as hell are proving them right. So I would advise you, if you can, to not give a fuck what other people think about you, and not seek the approval of others, or even worry about the disapproval of others, because it's not going to change who you are. It's not going to change or take away from who you are unless you let it. All right? I'm really begging with you guys here, because I understand that there's some people out there that don't have a voice, and they're not speaking up for themselves, or they're not fully voicing how they truly feel inside. Maybe they just put a layer on and say, yeah, I kind of feel shitty, but they don't get to the root of it. And it's almost like they were groomed not to share that part of themselves, which is really important in order to take the next steps to move forward, and especially have the emotional maturity and grow and evolve as a human being. So I don't know if you resonate with this, but if you do, great. If you don't, that doesn't matter. Great. You came by, you visited, and you watched it anyways. So I hope you take care of yourself and put yourself first, so that you're okay for your loved ones around you too. But you are important, and your gifts, talents, and abilities are real. And if anybody ever puts you down, just realize that's how they feel about themselves.